Hi, my name is Rohini, and today we are going to talk about Wi-Fi penetration testing. It's all about securing your wireless network. In this topic, I'm going to cover what is Wi-Fi, what is wireless access point and router, wireless security protocols, how AP and client communicate, practicals, common Wi-Fi attacks, security measures. What is Wi-Fi? Wi-Fi is a wireless networking technology that allows devices such as computers, mobile devices, and other equipment such as printers and video cameras to interface with the internet. It allows these devices and many more to exchange information with one another, creating a network. Wi-Fi technology is based on the IEEE 802.11 series of wireless network connectivity standards. What is wireless access point? A wireless access point allows wireless devices to connect to the wireless network. An access point takes the bandwidth coming from a router and stretches it so that many devices can go on the network from farther distances away. But a wireless access point does more than simply extending a Wi-Fi. It can also give useful data about the device on the network, provide proactive security, and serve many other practical purposes. What is a wireless router? Wireless routers are commonly found in homes. They are the hardware devices that internet service providers use to connect you to their cable or XDSL internet network. A wireless router is sometimes referred to as wireless local area network (WLAN) device. A wireless router combines the networking functions of a wireless access point and a router. Wireless security protocols: WEP, WPA, WPA2, WPA3. Let's see about WEP. The first wireless security protocol was WEP, Wired Equivalent Privacy. It was the standard method of providing wireless network security from the late 1990s until 2004. It is hard to configure and it used only basic encryptions like 64 and 128-bit. Web is no longer considered secure and should be replaced by a newer protocol such as WPA2 described below. WPA Wi-Fi Protected Access was developed in 2003. It delivers stronger 128 to 56-bit encryption than WEP by using a security protocol known as Temporal Key Integrity Protocol (TKIP). Along with the WPA2, WPA is the most common protocol in use today. But unlike WPA2, it is compatible with older software. WPA2, a later version of WPA, was developed in 2004. It is easier to configure and provide even greater network security than WPA by using a security protocol known as the Advanced Encryption Standard (AES). WPA3. A new generation of WPA, known as WPA3, is designed to deliver simpler configuration and even stronger 192 or 256 or 384-bit encryption, and it is much more secure than the previous protocols. It also meant to work across the latest Wi-Fi 6 network. WPA3 incorporates the Advanced Encryption Standard (AES) in GCM, which is stronger encryption algorithm compared to the AES CCMP. AP and client communication. This process works in three main parts: probe, authentication, and association. Probe. It is the first stage in connecting to a wireless network. When you start to a Wi-Fi connection, the client starts broadcasting probe requests on all channels to find the access point. Now the access point in range starts sending this response to client. This is the time you can see nearby access point list. Next, authentication. Authentication request. Once we select the access point from the list, the client sends the authentication request packet to the access point. If authentication request is successful, then the client receives the authentication successful response from the access point. Final stage, association. Now the client sends this request to access point. It means that they are ready to start communicating with each other. finally AP sends the final response to client. After completion of these three main steps, data exchanging started. Once the device is authenticated and associated, security will be checked and a four-way handshake will start. In order to hack Wi-Fi, we need to capture the handshake. The four-way handshake allows the client and the AP to both prove that they know the key without telling each other. The handshake is a term that includes the first four messages of the encryption connection process between the client that wants to connect the Wi-Fi and the AP that provides the connection. In order to capture the four-way handshake, you need a network interface card with the monitoring capabilities. Now I'm going to disconnect and connect to the Wi-Fi again. You will see the probe request. You will see the probe request, probe response, authentication request and authentication response, and the final step, association request and association response. These are the four-way handshake. Let's see common Wi-Fi attacks. Evil twin, deauthentication and dissociation, which we will see in the practical part. WPS attack, WEP or WPA attacks, war driving, replay attacks, rogue access point. Let's see the practicals. In this we will use BSSID, which means the MAC address of the access point. In order to hack Wi-Fi, we need a wireless card which supports monitor mode. I'm going to check wireless network card. For that, the command is iwconfig. Now it is in managed mode. We need to change it to monitor mode. Only in monitor mode, our card can listen to every packet that's around us. By default, the mode of wireless devices is set to managed mode. That means our wireless device will only capture packets that have our device MAC address as the destination MAC. Now that I'm going to change to monitor mode, for that we have to change our interface to down. Now let's run airborne ng to check and kill for the process that could interfere with the operation. Now we have to change it to monitor mode. Let's make that interface to up. Now it is changed to monitor mode. Now let's check for all the available wireless network around here. Here the one which I am going to use is Wi-Fi Pentesting. These are the available networks around here. Now in order to check what are the devices connected to Wi-Fi Pentesting, we have to run aerodem ng. Channel here it is 11. the SSID, which is going to be and we are going to write the output in a file named Wi-Fi captured. And the interface. Now it will show what are the devices connected to the Wi-Fi pentesting access point. Now we have found that one device is connected to the Wi-Fi pentesting. Now we have to disconnect this device from the access point. For that we have to run airplay ng deauth. 0 means unlimited times. And the access point MAC address is this, and the client which we are going to disconnect is this is the client MAC address. And the interface. We are now going to disconnect the user from the access point. Since the output is already captured, but it doesn't capture the four-way handshake, we have to capture four-way handshake in order to find the password. Now I'm going to run that command again, and side by side I'm going to deauthenticate, like disconnect the user from the Wi-Fi access point, and then we will capture in the Wireshark. Once the device is disconnected from that access point, and it will connect again, and at the time we can capture four-way handshake. Here we got the WPA handshake. Now we can close this and we can close this also. Now we can check in the Wireshark. Here we got the four-way handshake. Now there should be a captured file in the extension .cap in the directory. We have to use .cap file to extract the password. Here I am pasting the access point MAC address, and this is the file which we captured that four-way handshake. Once you run it, we capture the key. That's it. Let's see some of the Wi-Fi pen test tools. Aircrack, AirSnort, Kismet, Cain and Abel, Wireshark, COM view for Wi-Fi, airjack, insider, web attack, net tumbler. Security measures. Change default settings. Change default router login credential to prevent unauthorized access. Disable remote administration of your network router. Use strong password. Use strong unique password for your Wi-Fi network. Avoid using default or easily guessable password. Avoid using public Wi-Fi. Update firmware. Regularly update your router's firmware to patch known vulnerabilities. Enable automatic updates if your router supports it. Use strong encryption protocol. Hidden SSID. Consider disabling the broadcasting of your SSID to make your network less visible to the attackers. Wireless intrusion prevention system. Invest in our WIPS to monitor and protect against wireless threats like rogue access points and de-authentication attacks. Before we perform the de-authentication attack, it could be prevented using WIPS. Guest network. Have a separate guest network with restricted access to a primary network, isolating potential threats. And disable WPS. Thank you.